All right. Hey, it's Russ Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. This is Red Markets. This game is called TakerCon. This is a one-shot adventure for the RPPR Patreon, patreon.com/RPPR, which is the support system for role-playing public radio and RPPR actual play, tabletop role-playing games. And so we're playing Red Markets today, the game of economic horror. So the zombies have partially taken over the world. Everything west of the Mississippi is filled with zombies, except for fortified enclaves, tiny little towns where people eke out a living selling goods and services to themselves and to the recession, which is east of the Mississippi, which is clear of zombies and or casualties, as they're called in Red Markets, because we've got to have nice little euphemisms for hungry undead monsters wanting to rip everyone apart. So this adventure is set in the Trabajo, which is a enclave in Greeley, Colorado, near western Colorado, at a rail yard and meatpacking plant area that has been turned into a fortified little slice of paradise where people eke out a living, doing what they can. There's actually trains that still work, supporting trade between the enclaves. But we have three takers here with us today, and they're about to go on a job to help support, sell goods to the recession. This is goods that will be ferried by drone all the way to the east of the Mississippi River. But you have to get these things and get them to the drones. And what are you trying to get? That's a little complicated. So why don't we meet our players first, and then we can discuss what the job is in detail. So first off, we have Trushi88. Please tell us about Gardner.
He used to be a welder before the crash, but now there is not much need every single time for those things, so he ended up being a fenceman who pierced head one day by day, headshot, like a boring desk job. So he now wants something more from his life, so he decided to try his luck as a taker to support him and his brother.
It's very it's better than being a fenceman. Stabbing zombies in the head for 8 hours a day, every day for the rest of your life. Not too fun. But we have Sean, who's a new player. Hello, Sean.
Hi, everybody. Today I will be playing Whiskey. Whiskey is a fenceman who claims to be from Colorado. He is actually from Wyoming. Hence, this accent, it makes no sense for him at all. That is because he is a pathological liar.
Ooh, that's a good way to get will back. So, yeah, anytime you use a play into put yourself in a disadvantage to your weak spot or soft spot, you can get a willpower back, which is very handy. Of course, you'll have to be a pathological liar to do that, but we'll see how that goes. And let's see. So Whiskey is also a fenceman. No, he's what is it? He is a fenceman. Yeah. So also good at killing the casualties. Very good. And then finally we have Scribblikins. Please tell us about Loot Goblin, who does have the best name. I'm sorry, that is the best name for a taker.
So I'm Loot Goblin. I used to be a streamer for Not These Nutters. Now I'm the only survivor of that team, but it's fine. It's good. I found my niche here in the loss. I loot things and I sell them to other takers or to enclaves. Mm-hmm. I'm like the merchant in that old game, Resident Evil.
I love Loot Goblin. He's in his redemption arc, for sure. We'll see if it's his redemption arc. It's through Loot Goblin that you've got this. So Loot Goblin, what's the name of your contact for the Taker fandom east back in the recession? Because there is a fandom for takers. Takers are constantly advertising themselves on Ubic, which is the wireless internet that still works through balloons and satellites, and What does he get from these? Like, who's his contact?
It's gotta be Cloud Strife 99.
Cloud Strife 99. I love it. So Cloud Strife 99 has told you, is giving you this lucrative deal. I mean, we're treating this basically as a score, where you need to get at least 3 items from particular taker groups and get them back to Trabajo so they can be transported east. I think they'll go on train first, and then they'll be picked up by a courier drone and flown all the way east. So they're going to be very expensive. You see, there's a taker fandom. Takers are mercenaries. You're takers. You have to do this insanely dangerous work to make a living and possibly retire. But, you know, you advertise on the Ubic most, you know, to get new clients. And so takers have built sizzle reels of them killing zombies and doing heroics and killing bandits and psychos and all kinds of, and also taker fail compilations, which are, you know, pretty dispiriting for you to watch, but like they're very
Usually
popular.
horrific. Occasionally
Yeah,
horrific. Sometimes
yeah.
it's regular failures, you know.
Blight fails. Oh god. You know,
I'm certain
suppressant
one of-
fails. You don't want to watch those.
Oh
I'm
god.
certain one of them is someone using Buster Sword to kill zombies. That's one
Yeah,
fail.
yeah,
You got to get
exactly.
that
Yeah.
weapon.
So anyways, because there've been so much media about takers, there's a fandom. And so these are people like, you know, you're not quite celebrities, you can't make any money off of it, but they make money off of it because there's finally going to be a real life convention of taker fans, and there's going to be an auction for authentic taker gear. So Cloud Strife 99 wants you to record yourselves. So you all have little GoPros for this job. You'll have to give them back, but you have to document everything of you going out and getting taker gear. And so so one item, the first item you have to get is, you know, he knows where it is and he'll tell you where to get it. But what we're going to do next is each of you is going to make up a taker group, and one item from that taker group that you have to get or that you can get. You need to get at least 3, but we can make up to 5. Like, it's up to you. So like a name of a taker group, whether they're alive or dead, and what the item is, and then you know, their location is just going to be somewhere in the loss, right? Like, you know, we're not too worried about where. They're all within, you know, a couple of days hiking of this location, obviously. So the first item you have to get is from the Tunnel Snakes. It's a set of custom basilisk armor. And it's under a partially collapsed shed. And so you have to drag this, you know, dig out this dead guy and get his armor. And that's the first item. So that's the one that Cloud Strife knows. But yeah, Loot Goblin. You know, what's another taker group? And you know, are they alive and dead? Because either way, it's going to be a problem, right? If they're dead, they died in a bad spot. If they're alive, well, you're going to have to negotiate or get it from them somehow. And what is the item? It doesn't have to be in like an item. It could just be like a piece of clothing, a souvenir, a trophy, just literally some tangible object. Yeah. What's a taker group that you know of and Cloud Strife agrees will be a valuable thing?
The jockstrap of the leader of the based balls, Straight Jesus' jockstrap.
Straight Jesus' okay. What was the group called?
The based balls.
The based balls. Oh god. Straight Jesus's jockstrap. Okay. All right.
The jocks who did well in the loss.
Yeah. Okay.
They're alive.
Yeah. Okay. They are alive. All right. So they're wandering. They're moving around. So you're gonna have to. So that they're a moving target. They're on a job somewhere doing something, and so yeah, you that'll be, you know, you'll have to make skill checks to figure out where they are, and then you'll have to figure out how to get it from them. And you can try and make a forgery, but then you have little GoPros. You have to fake a lot of evidence. It's going to be much work either way. So yeah. All right. So Trushi, Gardner. Yeah. What is another taker group?
The High Rollers, and they are a group that died, and it was a members of Paladin, Warlock, and Monk. And they want us to recover katana that Warlock was using. It's a custom-made one.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, obviously a katana. Yeah. All right, so you have to figure out where they died and get the katana. And let's see here. So whiskey. What's a third taker group?
This is a group called the Spam Raptors. They are all dead except for one member. They
Okay.
have allegedly in their possession a set of spiked knuckle dusters signed by the Twitch streamer Stroud.
All right. Signed. Okay. All right. So are did the taker who had these spike knuckles? Is he the living guy or is he the dead guy or is he one
He's
of the
the
dead
living guy.
Okay, so he's alive.
Yes.
All right. So he's on the move. Yeah, he could be with another taker group. He could be a solo act. You don't know. All right, I'll come up with another one so you have a little if one of the groups. So let's see here. We will do let's see here. The Art Nouveaux. They used to be a high-end dance group. Turn taker, so they're very acrobatic. They're no, I'm gonna say they're dead. Yeah, just to give you guys more option. And it's gonna be the Boots. The taker Phantom has feet guys in it, so yeah. Yeah, the Art Nouveaux. So they were a synchronized dance group. They were getting pretty popular. They were on tour when the crash happened, and they've of course they're all dead now, so they slowed down from years of taking, and that was too much. So you need at least 3 items. You've already negotiated a price. You need the 3 to at least make some profit. Everything you get beyond 3 was more profit. There's probably, I'll say there's one more item that you don't know about. So if you get all 4 and you feel good, you can do research to figure out where the 5th item is. But each of you gets 1 action before you head out, and so you could research possible legs, like where the location is for the tunnel snakes, the armor that you need to get. So you could research. There's usually a twist with a job, a complication. You could try and figure that out, or you could jack up the price, or you could go take a loan out and get an additional piece of armor or weapon or something like that. Or you could just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna be with my family more, or my dependent. So Luke Goblin, what do you want to do?
I know precisely what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for something that I can trade to Straight Jesus for that jockstrap. So what is a thing that they would really, 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 really want?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you use to figure that out?
Research.
Yeah. Do you have a Ubik device?
Yes, I do.
All right. Yeah. Make a research check and burn a charge. It's the easiest way to do that.
7, actually more probably, since 8 over 2.
Okay. All right. The base evolves. Yeah, they're sport guys. And Straight Jesus. He wants the. There's a. There was a men's conference at a mega church right before the crash where it was all baseball themed, and they had like a stainless steel with like laser engraved crosses on it, baseball bat, and that was like a highlight of it. And Straight Jesus has talked about how much that bat is cool, but he's never had a job at that mega church to get that in there. So he's posted publicly about that. So yeah.
I know where we should go.
I forgot to roll for you, but I'll just give that to you for free. Yeah, because yeah, it's very funny to do a mega church conference. Those. Oh God, I live in the Bible Belt, so like I hear about these fucking men's conferences at mega churches where they rent tanks and have fireworks and shit like that.
How come they get to have all the fun?
Because they get all the money because
right, money.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that little thing.
Yep. So yeah, I will be sure to roll for the next skill check. So let's just roll for the sake of it. Let's see here. Yeah, what was your research?
8 under 2.
Okay,
all
yeah.
the 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you succeeded either way. So yeah. All right. So Trushi, what do you want to do?
I'm planning on making contact with some of older fencemen if they heard where the rollers were going. So I'm gonna use networking.
Okay. You don't have to use Ubic devices. You're in your enclave, so you can just talk to people.
So let's roll the dice.
Oh yeah, sorry. That is gonna be a failure. So
No, that's gonna be a failure. So I'm gonna use my reference and call my old friend the Stabber, the legendary fenceman.
So the Stabber is tells you, let's see, the high rollers where they died. They died doing a they were in an underground parking garage. That's why no one's got to them yet. They don't know what they were doing, but they were definitely asked for information on this underground parking garage. It's not too far away, but it's, underground. It'll be dark, and there's probably a lot of casualties there. So there's probably a big pile of corpses that you can just follow. And where the pile ends, where the trail of bodies ends, that's where they are. So it's probably there, but you have to go underground and bring at least one light source and deal with some casualties.
Not to worry, my goblin helmet has a light on it.
Amazing. Whiskey, what do you want to do?
I'm a little weak on this part, to be honest. So I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. You go ahead.
Oh, it's basically what kind of prep would you do before you left for the job? So two of them, the other two takers found a lead to help you deal with the baseballs to get that item and the location of the katana for the high rollers. Let's see, parking garage, underground parking garage. So you could try and get a new piece of equipment, take out a loan to get a new item, or you could get more information. You don't know where the spam raptors are going to be. You don't know where the Art Nouveaux died. So that's information that would be useful.
Would I be able to ask around for information on the spam raptors by, I don't know, going to the nearest marketplace?
Yep, that's networking. Do you have the networking skill?
No, but I have persuasion and deception if I can try bullshitting someone.
Either one would work. So which one do you want to use? And what's the lie? Or what's the how would you persuade someone to give you that information?
Tell them the Enclave leader told them you to.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, I'll take it. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so yeah, you there's a merchant there that sells a lot of rations and foods to all the taker groups. Cookie is his name, and you tell Cookie that you are we're the Enclave leaders. It's a matter of Enclave security. It's very important. And so you succeed with a black 7 and red 6. So yeah, what's your deception?
Deception's 1.
Yeah. So yeah, it becomes 8-6, 8 black 8 over red 6. And so yeah, so what's the angle? What's the exact pitch?
He's gonna Whiskey is big on stolen valor, so he's going to play up his credentials running this alleged errand for the Enclave leaders. You know, I before this, before I gained my role as one of the most famous fencemen in this side of the Mississippi, I used to work for a certain organization, starting for Delta. So you can trust me that I know my way around and my way through peril. So I think you should make things easy for me with telling me what you know about the spam raptors.
Wait, it's important. I mean, people wouldn't. It's really important for you to know where they are. Like, what do they do?
It is imperative. But I have to keep things on the QT.
Are they traders or something? Are they working for raiders or bad
That
guys?
is classified. I cannot tell you. You can try to bring it up with the elder, but I cannot say more.
Okay. Yeah, they let's see here. Where are they? They are in a condo. They're clearing out a condo. I think it's a closure job. They're trying to find the rich lady who lives in the penthouse at the condo and kill her and show proof so that her family can who's in the recession, I think, is going to inherit, this old lady's, money in a bank account. So, yeah, because a lot of people think that, I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, they were talking about it while they were buying rations and bitching about my prices again. Fucking Jesus.
Some people cannot be reasoned with, but thank you. And if anyone asks, I was never here. And I give them a wink.
Okay. So, yeah, you all are there. And so, yeah, you've done some research, and you know where your first item that you have to get is, and then you just need to get 2 more, or you can get more. We'll see how you do. So, you all say goodbye to your Whiskey. Who's your dependent?
Whiskey's dependent is Jesse. Jesse is a fenceman who he initially really wanted to impress and then fell into a cycle of lies in order to keep up with appearances.
Okay, so what are you telling Jesse that you have to go and leave for?
I am on a secret mission to recover bullion to make sure that we have the necessary reserves to sustain the trabajo.
Wait, like for soup? Like that kind
No,
of
I
bullion?
mean like more like the Three Kings kind of bullion.
Oh, okay. Wow,
tale.
there's still some of that out there after 5 years?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. You can't eat it or kill casualties with it. Yeah.
Not with that and that attitude.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, that's great. That sounds like it'll pay a lot.
I knew you'd understand.
Okay. Well, be safe out there. I don't know what I'd do without you. You're so trustworthy. I can't trust anyone else here because, you told me how they're all liars.
I know. I am so honest and so modest.
All right. So, Gardner, who's your dependent?
My younger brother, Mike.
All right. What's Mike like?
Well, he's just a school guy who wants to be a taker. Like, he doesn't understand the risks. Like, I'm gonna be a hero like you.
All right. So Mike said, "Oh wow, you got going on another job. What is it this time? You gotta ice some aberrant or take out some raiders."
The second one, we're gonna be taking some bad guys. I hope it's gonna go good.
Yeah, well, you're with the. We're talking about you. It's practically dead already.
I mean, I'm not that great. This is a dangerous job. You should stay and learn. Learn it. Don't go risking there. I'm planning to do the work so you don't have to risk your life there.
You're just being modest. It's it's in the family blood. I can feel it. So yeah, Mike's looking at looks at you with awe in his eyes. And Luke Goblin, who's your dependent?
That would be
Loot Goblin's dependent is Peace Screen, his hippie wife, who supports him in everything he does, including his accentuated eccentricisms.
Oh, hey, babe. That massage I gave you this morning, I was reading some of your Akashic record.
Yes, the massage for my mustache. Yes, thank you.
Well, no, the from last night. I mean, I was reading your Akashic record from your past lives, and your ideogram is really positive today. I think you're going to do really well.
Yes, ever since I was isekai'd to this world, I've just felt this calling.
Yeah, your fractal energy is so great. I'm so proud of you. I'll be meditating about you today.
And I will be feeling it in my heart.
All right. So yeah, the three of you.
Loot Goblin dons his Loot
yeah.
Goblin helmet, which is
Yeah.
basically a bucket with a few things strapped on and a kind of cool-looking goblin face painting on the front that his wife has painted. Kind of
Yeah.
like esoteric looking for a goblin, but
still. Yeah. Your wife does a lot of the murals in Trabajo to boost morale, so it doesn't pay enough to feed you both, but it helps. Every little bit helps. The Enclave leaders want to make trying to make after the first winter, they're like, okay, we have to try to cheer people up somehow. And so murals, that's cheap, and so yeah.
A couple of weirdos who are about as entertaining as the old internet was,
Yeah. So yeah, the three of you get to the fence. The fencemen on the other side of the Enclave make a lot of noise to draw all the casualties away, and then off you run.
Off we go quickly.
So everyone mark off one ration for your first leg, and it's let's see here. So how many of you have Ubik devices?
Not Whiskey.
So only Loot Goblin?
I think so.
Okay. So Loot Goblin, as you so your first leg, you're getting pinged. And you can tell it's a geo, like it's a local, anyone in the vicinity of this is getting pinged. It's anyone in this area to whom it may concern, kind of ping.
Yeah, I answer it.
Hello, this is Loot Goblin.
Hi, my name's Annie. I look. Can you help me? I have some bounty I can pay you. My little I have a pet. His name is Bandit. He's a raccoon with a little scarf. Anyway, he has a little collar too that's geotagged. I know he's near your area. If you could find him and hold him until I can get a courier, or until I can get to you, I have a little cat carrier for him. I can pay you.
I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't take such a wondrous deal. How much?
2 bounty?
Bounty is bounty.
It's for the pet. We should do it for free.
I mean, yeah, if you have a weak spot or a soft spot.
I have the soft spot at the pets.
Yeah. Well, that's a group thing. The other two of you will have to make self-control checks if you want to just like make Gardner feel better about himself.
I'll happily make that self-control check because
all right. Whiskey.
Yes.
Do you want to get money for this, or do you want to like for trying to find this raccoon and hold on to it till its owner shows up, or do you want to get paid for this? Gardner wants to do it for free because he has a soft spot for little critters, but that will make you have to make a roll self-control.
Well, despite my lying tendencies, I am also a team player, so I will do it for free.
All right, so let's so Whiskey, what's your self-control?
2.
All right. All right, you're fine. Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. Team morale. All right. Let's see here. We'll do this for Loot Goblin. What's your self-control?
1.
Oh yeah, you're both you're feeling great. If this is gonna
This-
go great.
This
Yeah.
is just like a pet raccoon. I haven't seen one of those in ages. My
Yeah.
wife used to keep one, you know.
My best friend was a raccoon. This is not true.
In my past life, my best friend was my raccoon.
All
I
right.
wasn't from Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Whiskey
Oh no.
kind of feels like a little bit frustrated, like he can't top that.
Yeah. Oh no. So all of you, I'll make alertness checks for you to see if any of you can locate the little guy. Is it alertness?
Awareness.
Awareness. Yeah, sorry. There's alertness, awareness. There's just so many different words for this. All right.
Keep
So
making this mistake.
Gardner, that would definitely succeed. So you're seeing where he is. Probably not you, Whiskey, because that's a black 3.
Yep, no, yeah. Even if I use my binoculars, yeah.
Yeah. And then 1-8. All right. So let's hear Gardner. You can see a problem pretty quickly. Bandits had an adventure and he's now been treed by let's see here. How many casualties? 3 casualties. So it's not too you can just see 3 casualties looking up, and you can see a little bits of fur in the tree through peeking through the leaves. So he's not too far away. But the zombies didn't notice you because they're so focused on the raccoon. But there's 3 casualties.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the others. Look, let's silent, like not loud, like whisper. There he is on the tree, but we need to get the zombies. And then I'm gonna pull out my handgun.
Okay, is it silenced?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Does do you the other 2 of you do you want to wait and see if Gardner can just kill them with a silenced handgun first, or do you want to do you Whiskey, do you have a silenced handgun or weapon?
I have a knife.
Yeah. Well, you can
Probably.
wait until the right now the zombies are far away, so like you probably want to wait until they get closer. So and Loot Goblin, do you have a silenced ranged weapon?
I do.
Okay. Well, both of you can make. Let's hear. We'll do this for who is it? Gardner. What's your shooting?
1.
1. All right. Do you want to
One-
spend any
one
extra
for
ammo?
Nope. I'm gonna just spend 1 and add 1 for on the fenceman because the casualties.
Okay.
Oh, no.
There goes my gun.
Yeah, your gun jams. Yeah. So
The goddamn merchant sold me fucked up ammo.
yep, basically. And then let's see here. Loot Goblin, what's your shooting?
My shooting is 1.
All right. Do you
I'll
want to
spend 3 charges, I think.
All right. That will still not hit.
Oh well.
Yep.
So I take out an SMG and
Well, that's the end of the first round. So now we're going to be at 3. They're at range 10. So yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, you have some time to get there because you can you start. You had the little drop on them, so you're starting at max range. So let's see here. Gardner, I'll make another shooting check for you to clear your gun. Let's see here. And that will succeed. So you managed to clear the jam. And then let's see here. Whiskey, you're waiting for them to get closer. And so this round, your Loot Goblin, you're switching to your SMG or your.
I had my SMG.
Okay. So are you going to shoot again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This time I'll just be more conservative and spend one.
Real
Okay.
quick.
Mhm.
Can Whiskey change to his shotgun in the meantime?
He can. Now, keep in mind, if you used an unsilenced weapon, it'll draw 1d10 casualties.
Well, I feel like the shotgun's probably going to be more helpful if I have to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just hold on to it, and if they get too close, you can do that. So let me make another roll. Let's see here, and that succeeds. So you spin one bullet and you kill one. Do you have auto fire on that SMG?
Yes, I have spray and
okay.
automatic fire.
So you can just
both.
spin two more and kill the other two.
Oh yeah, because I don't have to do spray. I can just do automatic. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll spend two more.
Yeah.
Then I've spent 6 in total.
Mm-hmm. So you down them. So yeah, you have 3 dead casualties.
Down they go.
And Bandit jumps down from the tree and starts running away from all of you. Bandit is scared, so
I'm using my athletics to go after him.
okay. How many rations are you burning?
I'm gonna add +2 more, so I'm gonna spend 3 rations to go
Okay.
after him.
Let's see here. That'll help. So yeah, with the extra rations, you do succeed in catching him. So give me an unarmed check to well, let's see, what's your unarmed?
1.
Okay.
Not gonna work.
So you're like, damn it, I missed him. So you caught up to Bandit, but he's a slippery little guy. And he's very scared. So yeah, Whiskey, what do you do? Do you have a raccoon running around?
Yeah. Whiskey is gonna also try to catch up using his athletics.
Okay.
How
many rations do you want to spend? Just one?
Just one. I've got 2 for athletics as a skill.
Yeah. So the way it works is you have to spend 1 ration just to make the roll, but then the additional rations give you an additional +1 per ration. So right now you're +2 on your roll. So if you spent 2, you would be at +3, and so on and so forth.
I'll just use the 1.
Okay. And that succeeds. So what's your unarmed? Do you have unarmed?
I do. I have 2 for unarmed.
All right, I'll let you have a free, and you succeed. You grab the raccoon. He is clawing and scrabbling around. Let's see. You have persuade, right?
I do.
All right. What's your
1.
persuade? All right.
No.
He is very angry. You'll take 1 stun damage to the head as he scratches and claws at you.
Ow.
So, yeah, it is very. He is a feisty little guy.
As this is happening, Whiskey, despite being scratched and snarled at, is just like, animals love me.
I mean, it's recording on GoPro. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So, but you are 3 adults. Between the 3 of you, you can hold on to this raccoon.
I mean, I know how to calm it down.
Yeah. How are you going to calm him down?
I just reach into my backpack and withdraw, the pickled sausages.
Oh yeah, burn off a ration. Yeah, the food is a really good bribe. Yeah, you don't have to make.
And we get to pet it.
Yes. Yeah. So eventually, a woman shows up. She is panting. She is holding a cat carrier, and she's like, "Bandit! Oh, thank you." And so she grabs and hugs Bandit. And thanks you all profusely. I will give you a rep spot for that, for being the selfless hero, the rescuing Bandit. She has a little social media accounts for Bandit the raccoon, and she tags you all if you want. Loot Goblin save my Bandit.
Loot Goblin is a friend to all raccoons.
Whiskey is there with just all these scratches and bites on his face. Yeah,
raccoons love me, but I'm smiling.
So yeah, you get your will there, Gardner, and the group has a rep spot which they can use in social situations. You can burn it for contextual advantages. And one person can make a scavenging check, because you do have 3 dead casualties.
I'll do it.
Okay. All right. What's your scavenging?
I have the Apophenia app so that I can spend a charge of my Ubik for a +2, so that's be +5.
Okay. Critical success. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I'm the loot goblin. Do you
Yeah.
doubt me?
You can have 6 bounty, or you can have 3 bounty and a base item.
I think a base item might be good if we need something. If anyone has anything on their wish list.
Flashlight for the underground parking.
Yeah, we might need more than one
Okay,
flashlight. That's
yeah,
fair.
all right. So you get
read
plus,
my mind.
you get +3 bounty from that, and now I'm not keeping track of that. Someone will, but
Yeah.
You also get a flashlight. Who's carrying the flashlight?
You can fight about it.
Whiskey will.
All right. So Whiskey, you have a flashlight, standard item. I think it's hungry by default. I'm not sure though. But yeah, it just lights up a scene. You know, it's a one-handed thing that will provide light. So yeah. So you continue on. That's your first leg. And you get to the first part of the job. Mark off 1 more ration. As you get to a basically, this used to be the parking lot of a big hardware store, and they had a shed to store planting materials. You know, it was pretty cheaply made, and it's collapsed. And which guy's katana's in it? Or no, this is the Tunnel Snakes custom basilisk armor. So there's a dead guy under all that. You know, it's a cinder block shed, you know, tin roof kind of thing. So it's pretty heavy stuff. That's why no one's dug them out of this. It's also battered. I mean, the armor can't be intact at this point, but like, so yeah, this is a lot of fucking work to move all this, and it's going to be even more work to do so without attracting casualties. There are casualties in the distance at the far end of the parking lot. If you start making a lot of movement, you can either try and do it stealthily without attracting their attention, or you could clear the parking lot and do it loudly.
How many?
That is a good question. Let us find out. There are 10.
Ah.
That's a little much.
Anyway,
Or-
loot goblin to the rescue, because we don't want to dig up this entire thing. That's why I have this high-powered metal detector.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you have a fucking metal detector, yeah.
Can detect trace metals slightly buried in large objects under 2 feet of earth.
Okay. Give me a foresight check, or yeah, what do you want to use to like you find out where it is exactly, but figuring out the most efficient plan of like, you know, what order to remove the cinder blocks and that kind of thing. So like,
All right.
foresight,
please.
mechanics, criminality, scavenging. What do you want to roll?
I mean, if scavenging helps, I will use scavenging because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
loot
scavenging,
goblin's best skill.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll scavenging. Sorry, are you using your app again?
3.
Okay.
Apophenia, yeah,
Okay.
+5.
Yeah, okay. So it will you figure out a plan. It will take you the group, I will say 5 rations of work to remove.
I'll do 2.
Okay.
I do too.
And Whiskey, you could do 1, so mark off
Okay.
the appropriate. So basically you spend like an hour, like 2 hours, like belly crawling, removing a cinder block and belly crawling back. But you only have to do a small portion of this. Let's see here. Who wants to find the body?
We can roll for it. Like,
Uh,
1, 2, 3.
All right, I'll just do, this will be we'll just do the black die and we'll go from left to right. So this is Gardner's, is a 9. This is Whiskey's, is a 3. And then, all right, so Gardner, what's your self-control? You found a very gross looking body.
2.
All right, you're fine. It's fine. It's just
bodies? I've been stabbing those in the face for 5 years.
Yeah, he's kind of partially mummified and there's blight on him. Oh yeah, there's blight on him. But you don't know if that's like he was infected or if he was just spatter from dead casualties, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's actual mold. It's black. It's kind of hard to tell. So, but you're fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Gloves. We have them. We're takers.
So, all of you are kind of looking around, and you got the first item. Good job. So where do you want to go? There's 4 other things you could be looking for.
Now, Ross, you need to describe this custom job.
Oh yeah, it's basilisk armor, which is high-end body armor that the tunnel snake, they were obsessed with some video game from before the thing, and so they named themselves after a fictional gang from a video game, the tunnel snake. So it's been painted blue and yellow, but with like a big snake stitched on the back. And it's very early taker group. It's a vintage taker item because this guy's been dead for years. Or at least he's been operating for a while. He died recently, like a couple months ago, but like they're one of the first wave of taker groups. So this is very vintage item. But yeah, it looks like the fucking tunnel snake jacket from Fallout 3.
Except
does he have the hairdo as well?
Well, not anymore. He did. Yeah, he got ripped up. Having cinder block, shed fall on him was not too good for his hair.
I show it perfectly to the GoPro, so it's visible from all the angles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been protected by the custom basilisk armor? So now we're removing it. We see it.
Yeah. You do see it. It is not really. It's like basilisk armor with 2 charges left, and so like it's barely intact. So you do not want to actually wear this because also you'd have to sanitize it first because Jesus Christ, it's been out. It smells pretty bad too. Like it's been on a dead body for months. It's not great. But you 3 can all talk about where you want to go next. I'm gonna get some water, so I'll be right back. Because I might. How many takers does it take to hold a raccoon? Rhetorical. Thanks, nice. Weird. All right.
At least 3.
One to chase it down, one to kill the casualties, one to bribe it with food.
Okay, let's go big or go home. So where are we gonna go next?
I think the mega church would be the lovely place to go and pick up a sanctified baseball bat for straight Jesus so we can take his holy jockstrap.
Sounds like a holy trait.
I would say
yes, a holy relic.
Less,
straight from the lost, delivered to the recession. Play it up for the camera, boys.
Let's show them the mega church, yes?
Yes, they used to have those out here. Anyway, I think that's the next step. If anyone has any better ideas, and of course,
I say amen.
I will say we should check which leg is gonna be the closest one, but
I mean, clearly that's the mega church.
Okay, then let's go to the mega church.
The holy word has been spoken.
This is a fun game. I'm having a great time.
I keep having a mental image in my head of because you mentioned that the Loot Goblin character is based off that Resident Evil 4 merchant, but like the idea of the Resident Evil 4 merchant having a dependent that he like greets in the morning and just that person waking up to got some great deals today, stranger.
That's a very good Resident Evil 4 merchant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, got my water. Where do you want to go next? So the items are the cross baseball bat at the mega church in order to trade for the jock strap.
I want to meet straight Jesus. This
Yeah.
is where we're headed.
Yeah. Okay. All
Oh,
right. Yeah. Well, weirdly enough, it's one leg away. And let's see here. We will do. So all of you mark off another ration as you're walking.
Yep.
Ready?
And all three of you, if you have foresight trained, you can make a foresight check. So Gardner, do you have foresight?
1 point.
All right. Oh, okay. Well,
I know everything.
yeah, you do know everything. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna tell the others because what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a fucking tornado in like 10 minutes. The weather changed. Climate change has fucked up the weather beyond all recognition. You can just tell the temperature's turning. The sky is darkening. These things happen real fucking fast. You need to find shelter quickly.
Or we could go into the center where it will be silent.
It's not that big. These twisters
Okay.
are not big enough for that. Like they're fast, they're thin, and they do a lot of damage in a short amount of time and they disappear. So
I want to hear this from Gardner.
yeah.
Dude, tornado is coming. We have to hide.
I
Look,
don't
on the
see
area.
any tornadoes, but I
It's
do
storming.
see.
It's storming. We have time to run.
Yes, awareness.
Yeah, what's your awareness at?
3.
Yeah, you make that. You have a couple of options. The most secure thing is you're near a road with a storm drain under it, basically just a big metal pipe that moves water from one side to the other. But that's dark and a cramped tunnel. You don't know what's in there. 2 would be just lying flat on the ground and hoping for the best. And 3, there is actually, you're passing through a residential neighborhood and you can see a house with a storm cellar like doors, like a cellar door going down. So yeah, there's 3 options. The easiest one is just to lie down and cover your heads. Yeah, and hope for the best. But the other 2 are going somewhere where it's dark and you're not going to have a lot of time to clear it if there's danger.
I mean, let's go where there's dark and we don't have a lot of time to clear it.
So the storm drain or the cellar?
The cellar might have loot, so I'll go there.
All right. I mean, yeah, you have time to talk about it though, because you did get a critical success. So, Whiskey, do you have any input on what you want to
do? Whiskey is already like fumbling for his flashlight, and he's I'm all in for the cellar.
All right. The cellar door is stuck. Someone would need to use what is it? Resistance.
I'll grab it with my looty hands and haul it open.
All right. You spin 1 ration, and do you have resistance trained?
3.
All right. Oh yeah.
Oh, I pulled my back.
Lift with your legs, not with your back.
You can, of course.
Forgot.
You can spin a will to negate the crit failure and just make it a regular failure. Or
I'll just.
Okay. Yeah, you as you bend down to rip it up, the cellar door collapses on you and you fall forward. You found through the door. So you open the door, but you roll face first into a group of casualties.
Oh no.
Yeah. There are well, actually, I will do D6, not a D10. That's a little ridiculous for a cellar. There are 4 in there, and you're on the ground.
No.
Yeah, and they're right on you. So let's start combat first with Loot Goblin. What do you want to do?
I want to shoot with an SMG.
Okay. How much do you want to spend on ammo?
I mean, I feel this is an empty or clip type situation, but maybe I shouldn't do that since I want to spend more. So I'll spend 2.
Okay.
So the +1.
So does
That's insufficient, but I can spend a will.
you can spend a
I can
will.
hit.
All right. So yeah, you have auto on your thing. So do you have 3 more charges to kill the remaining 3?
Let's see. I spent 2, didn't I?
Mhm.
And where is my sheet? I can spend 2 more.
Okay. So that will kill 3 of the 4. So there's 1 left. So I will say the other 2 are outside. Whiskey and so yeah, they're not in a position to help you.
I
So
have a long
no,
spear.
that's not
Maybe I
great.
have the range to spear the thing.
well, you have to go down a set of stairs too.
Okay.
Like you just don't have an angle on it. Because it's a cell, you're on the surface and it's a cellar, so yeah.
I mean, I need to hit into head, so yeah, probably.
Yeah. So how much you want to burn on this athletics check there, Luke Goblin?
Let's see. I will spend 4.
Okay. That makes it. You're fine. You dodge out of the way. Whiskey, you were closer. You can move down the stairs and make a melee attack or a ranged attack for the remaining casualty if you want.
You know, I'm gonna like use the momentum of like running for my life
Mm-hmm.
to just kind of sprint up to this last casualty and see if I can just brain it with a knife.
Okay. How many rations do you want to spend on this? Just 1 to make the attack, or you want to get any bonuses?
I think I'll play it safe and just do the 1.
Okay. What's your melee?
Melee is 2.
All right, and you have +1 because of defenseman, so 3. That will not be enough.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
Well, yeah, he's got multiple targets now, so
I'm getting inside too.
yeah, you get inside too, and you can make a melee attack because you have a spear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, how many you want to spend on this?
I have 1 left before I need to refresh, so I can only spend 1. That's
You can spend on rations specifically because
Yeah, you can do that. So yeah.
Then I'm gonna spend 2 to add +4. Total,
All right.
Total +4.
Yeah, with a 4 you make it. So you kill that last casualty, reaching the spear over Whiskey's shoulder to brain it. So by the way, Goblin, what's your self-control?
1.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
We survived another battle. I stay scrabbling to my feet and righting my helmet.
And
I'm
you
fixing
managed
the
to open
GoPro.
the door.
Yeah, the
I
door is
did.
trashed. The door is trashed. But
Whiskey is still trying to like recover his pride. He's just like, that's the fastest casualty I have ever seen.
But yeah, there's 4 dead casualties. There's also the cellar, which has some shelving. The cellar's big enough you can get away from the door and you'll be safe. And you can see the foundation of this basement is pretty strong, so you'll be safe from the tornado for here. So you don't even have to make self-control checks for the tornado passing over. But yeah, does anyone want to try to scavenge from the 4 dead casualties?
Yes.
All right. Are you burning your
Yes.
all right, so what, that's a total +5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's 4 bounty.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah. Another 4 bounty.
Do you also want to loot this the cellar?
Yes.
All right. Nope. There's nothing in the cellar.
Oh.
Well, it's all cat
Nothing.
food that's expired and punctured. You can see it bleeding. It's botulism in a can, basically. All the cans are punctured or damaged. Sweating, basically. So
In my previous life, this would not have mattered, but in this one, I think I'll be a little bit more careful.
yeah. All these winters and summers, all the expanding, contracting is not good for metal. These cheap cans. So yeah, but the tornado passes after a while. You can hear it just tear through this neighborhood. You know, you can hear the house above you shuddering, and you know, glass shattering, wood ripping apart, and but after a few minutes, it you know, the sky blackens. It's dark as night. But yeah, have any of you been in a tornado before, Gardner?
Nope.
All right, yeah, I'll say you've all seen them in the distance because they're pretty common now. But yeah, this is the first time surviving one this close. Whiskey,
Yes.
has your character been in a tornado before?
Well, if I answer that question, will you believe me?
The answer is yes, no
All
matter
right.
what.
Fair enough. And Luke Goblin, what
Do
about you?
previous lives count?
No, they do not.
Then no, I have not.
All right. So yeah, Whiskey, are you trying to reassure your comrades because you've definitely been in tornadoes before?
Oh yeah, I'm doing my utmost to distract and to comfort him. In fact, I'm still focused on the food. See, this swelling can. We used to eat the worst things impossible in SEER training. I should mention at this point that it is very clear that Whiskey was in high school when 5 years ago when this all happened. He's just rambling and trying to like distract.
Oh yeah. So
The youngest
yeah.
commando ever.
At least you can. I mean, at least this will clear all the casualties from the area. The noise from the tornado is just going to suck a lot of them out. But it's going away from you, so it's not going to drop them on you. And any casualties it does drop is, you know, they're going to be fucking dead.
Raining man, hallelujah.
But yeah, you get to the mega church, and the mega church fortunately has been partially opened up. By that I mean several vehicles have been crashed into it, you know, and creating large holes in the walls, and there's a big hole in the ceiling. And you know that the baseball bat is located near the roof. It's in the trussels. Hi, Baz. Baz is a friend. Sorry, Baz is a friend, and he's never gotten to play Red Market. So, yeah,
How?
I know. That's a long-standing joke is that he's never got to play, and now he's like, I don't even want to play. It would be nice. I know it would be nice, Baz. I hope one day you can play. So
Why wait? Join us.
yeah. Well, now it's too late. He fuck ass Caleb. Yeah, Baz is a future woman who's a friend of Caleb and I. Yet, poor Baz. Now I think Baz, you're like, I want Caleb to run it, no one else. But
I mean, if I could get Caleb to run a game for me, I would prefer that as well, to be fair.
yeah, Baz is in the book.
No offense. No offense, Ross.
Yeah. Yeah. Baz is one of the truckers in the art for the main Red Markets book, one of the heavily tattooed truckers. So
Wow.
yeah. It's one of the best pieces in the game. It's one of the best pieces
It is
of
a
art.
really good piece of art, it must be said.
So yeah, now you know where this baseball bat is. It's there's good news and bad news. Well, the good news is you know where it is. The bad news is that it's in the trussels. It's in the near the ceiling where the lights would be for this big meaning like basically just a big stadium size, not stadium size, but like a big I don't know what you call the main room. Auditorium, yeah, the main auditorium. So it's in the lighting. So imagine where the lights would be, and it's sort of right below it, and the lights are right on it, but it's welded into place. The baseball bat. It's sort of like this whole thing about, you know, there's actually two baseball bats. They form a cross, and you just need one of them. If you can get both, that's fine.
I mean, one of them is proper size, the other one is tinier. So
There we go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, one is tiny. So you need to. So the problem is, you know where it is, but last time, the footage of it available shows it welded in there. That's why no one's gotten it. So you either have to hope that it's no longer welded, or you can force it open, or you're gonna have to cut through that metal.
Good thing I was a welder before the crash.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the footage of it from before the crash. That's you made your skill check to figure out where it is. You can climb up the side of the building, and there's a big hole in the roof of the auditorium, so you could use that to look in and sort of surveil the area. Or you could just enter in one of the holes in the wall and get in there without scouting. So those are two obvious things you can spot, but you can ask questions and sort of figure out your plan. So yeah.
So we can either just wander in blindly and see if there's anything that will threaten our lives, or we can try to climb the roof. What do you guys think?
I mean, casualties will prefer to be down low, so the roof should be safer.
Well, so long as we don't start holy ghosting as we're climbing. That's my concern.
And you might be able to access it from the roof too, like because it is nearer towards the roof anyway. So yeah. So all three of you want to climb?
Maybe somebody could climb up first and prep the ground for the rest of us.
Okay. Yeah.
I am the best climber you have ever seen. I assure you.
Wait.
Yeah, if you make a scavenging check first, you could find something you could use as rope to help the others get up, so they wouldn't have to make a skill check. They have to spend a ration to get up, but that would be it. So,
did somebody say scavenging?
All right, I'm just going. Are you burning a charge?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh no!
Do you want to spin will? Do you want to spin?
No.
Okay. Hey, look, some power cables. Those are those would be great. So you grab onto these cut open power cables, and to your surprise, they are still live. They're hooked up to solar panels. So I'm just gonna roll damage, and this is gonna be lethal. Let's see here.
Method.
For a moment, Loot Goblin's going to look like he's getting an X-ray.
Yeah, you take one lethal damage to the body. Make self-control check.
Yeah, one. Like you need you're the one rolling. Right?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, you make that.
I think now you have more energy.
That. It's like that time in my previous life when I was hit by lightning, except less so.
But you have more energy.
That's sort of refreshing, actually. Oh, goodness.
Does anybody have mechanics as a skill?
Yeah, I do.
Nope.
I even have a toolbox.
Okay, yeah. So Gardner, you know how to unhook the power cables if you make a check. So you have a 2 in it. Do you want to do that?
I'm gonna spend a charge from the toolbox to get a bonus and roll.
Okay. Yeah, you make it with so yeah. You managed to get enough power cable you could use it as a rope. So now Whiskey can climb with the cabling. Whiskey, how many charges do you want to spend on your rations? Just one, or do you want to spend
just
more?
one? I've got 2 athletics. So
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Our lying eyes deceive us. He's failing his climb check.
Do you want to spend a will to negate that, or do you want to eat the critical fail?
I'll take it. I'm gonna take Scribbly's his role model.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you fall. A rock, some of the facade of the church crumbles away under your foot, and you fall and you land on your arm really badly. So 4 lethal damage to your arm.
Ouch.
Yep. That hurt. That hurt a lot. You didn't break a bone, you're pretty sure, but Yeah.
Oh dear, Whiskey, are you okay? I asked.
I'm fine. I'm definitely fine. This is not the worst pain I've ever had in my life. I assure you, it's fine.
So you don't need my first aid medicine skills?
I'm gonna walk over here and have a moment, please. And he starts like walking to like.
Give
deeper
the man a
down
will
the
point.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you a will
Visibly
point. Yeah,
crying.
yeah, you can get a will. That's right. Refusing medical
I'm not-
aid out of pure.
Pathological. It's
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's a good point. Yeah, well,
I'm
you
gonna
can try
to
you
climb
can try and
now.
climb again. Like normally it's
I'm
one
gonna
and done.
try it now.
All right. How many rations do you want to spend?
I'm gonna spend one more to add +3 total.
All right. That made a
Oh,
difference.
yes.
Wow.
Right
Wow.
on the dot.
Oh, we're
Alright.
such a crew. We're such a crew.
All right. So you barely get up there. You're on the roof. You tie the rope on. So the other two of you can climb up for one ration. You don't have to make a roll.
I need to refresh then because I've been out of charges on rations. So that's one refresh spent.
Mm-hmm. So
one.
the three of you are on the roof. You can walk over, and you don't. You can. You don't have to make an awareness check to see. Yeah, the baseball bat is still there. The trestle looks a little damaged, a little worse for wear, but it still looks mostly intact. Down there, you can see there's quite a few casualties. They not like packed to capacity, but like probably 20, or well, I'll just roll. Let's see how many there are. Yeah, around 20. A little over 20, 22 to be exact. But in a massive auditorium, that's pretty sparse, right? Like that's not very much. It looks like they've mostly dissipated. They've mostly wandered away over the years. The problem is there is a girder that you can, from the hole in the ceiling, you could climb onto a girder and scoot your way towards the trestle. You'd be like 60 feet off the ground. And then you'd have to somehow get the baseball bat out of this thing that's been welded on there. It's got basically 2 bars holding it up. It's very manly, tough looking to have these badly welded pieces of metal holding this baseball bat up. It's the symbolism is very blatant here. Basically it would be a self-control check to lower yourself and scoot along this girder over all these fucking zombies, because that's scary. And then you have to figure out how you're going to do this. Mechanics would be the best way to do it, because you have a toolkit. You could cut it open or force it open, but you could just use resistance to or if you have some sort of plan.
I mean, I could try to wield it off with my toolbox and just get it out.
Yeah. You could also use the cabling to tie yourself on as a safety thing in case you fall or crit fail something. Which
I mean, that's a good idea, actually.
okay.
Thank you, voice from the sky.
Yeah. I'd say it's pretty obvious. Like, maybe I should tie myself on. And you do have rope. So you can untie it from the side of the building and tie. But what do you get? There's nothing really good to tie it on here. You'd have basically the other two are basically be holding on to you. So that's going to be fun if you fall. So yeah, Gardner, what's your self-control again?
2.
All right. You're on there. You're scooting across.
It's fine.
It's fine. You have sunlight. You can see down. You can see the thing, and it's just off to the side. So you kind of have to lean over to start welding, to start cutting, not welding, but cutting it out. And you only have to cut like one of these things to slide it out, right? So how many charges do you want to spend on your mechanics?
I'm gonna spend 3 from my toolkit.
All right.
That's 4.
Yeah. And what's your, so that'll give you +2 to your roll, and then and so you have at least 1 in the skill, right? So yeah.
So
He makes
right
it.
on the dot.
Yeah. So you get the bat. Yeah, you have the bat. Which is not what you need, but you could use that for the so you get the
Trained
bat, you
for
come
the
back.
for the jock strap. Straight
Yeah,
Jesus,
so-
jock strap. How could you forget?
So basically, you know, Straight Jesus will definitely trade his jockstrap for the baseball bat. But the question is, can you have him come to you, or do you have to go to him? And who wants to make that message? Who's going to call him? You have.
I'm the only one with the Ubix specs.
All right.
so-
Yeah.
All right. So you dial up. Hey, this is Straight Jesus of Baseball. I'm repping the Lord, you know, F's in chat for God no cap. And what's the Riz here?
Hello,
Skibbity-
most holy of men. I am Loot Goblin, and I have here before me something I think you'd like very much. Behold, for here we have retrieved from the mega church that you have spoken of, the bat. I hold it up before me.
No cap, no cap. Oh man, that is goddamn, that is that is that is that is the ultimate Sigma grind. I respect you. That's a very Chad move of you. So I want to well, yeah, if you can come to us, we're at the quarry killing a bunch of casualties. That'd be very alpha of you.
Ah, I love being the alpha. I was one in my previous life. We will come to you. Accentuated eccentricism. I want a will point.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you get your will point. You have an extra leg to go through now.
Yep. Sorry,
so-
guys. Unless you guys want to react to that, you of course, probably have to roll
Yeah.
self-control.
I mean, let's roll self-control.
Yeah,
just-
all right.
Whiskey just had something to add to the call right before it ends,
Mhm.
which is just he like leans into the background and just goes, "Hey, press F to pay respects."
Yeah. No cap, no cap. Yeah. All right. So, Gardner, your self control is 2, or
Yes, it's 2.
all right. Yeah, you're fine. Whiskey is yours 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay. You are not fine. This is bullshit. You could have just asked him to come to you. He would have come. So I will say that is detachment. That is going to be one
Alrighty.
detachment because your teammates are being an asshole.
And he will never admit it because he's a pathological liar. It's the
Yeah.
perfect fruit.
Oh God, yeah. You just have to eat this. Yeah.
See, you get me.
Yeah. So everyone mark up another ration. And at this point, all of you, we'll just go down the line again. Gardner, what's your? Let's see, your awareness is 1.
Yes.
All right. Did I hit that? All right. There we go. All right. So you notice something. I'll tell you in a second. Let's see here. Your awareness is 1 as well.
Mhm.
Well, you don't notice anything, Whiskey. You're just still pissed.
Still
Luke,
stewing.
yeah, Luke Goblin, your character awareness is 3. You're very aware of things. All right, so Gardner and Luke Goblin are aware of a drone up in the air, and it seems to be following your group as you're walking.
You think someone is checking his investment?
I think we might have loot thieves after us.
No, not our. This loot is ours.
It is ours.
It is rightfully.
Well, you haven't looked up yet. You've noticed it without like looking at the drone, but yeah, what is your next reaction?
I mean, we should probably try.
Yeah, go on.
We should probably try to lose the drone in the brush.
Whiskey, can you look on it binoculars for its markings?
Well,
That makes it
Whiskey, like,
obvious
comes
that
to
we've
in the-
seen it.
Whiskey sort of like comes to in the middle of a quiet, like mumbling rant to himself. He's like, "A lot of trust when first the goddamn thing nearly breaks my arm." And yeah, 1 second.
All right. Yeah, you use it. Oh, critical success. You recognize this drone. It has a little logo on it from another taker group. The Parkview Lions. They were a high school football team from Parkview High School, the Lions, and they all became takers. They're some of the coaches and some of the players, and it has that little fucking stupid lion logo on the side of the drone. Because you have binoculars, you can see that. So they're definitely tailing you. And as soon as you look up at the drone, it starts evading. It starts like it just zips out of the way. And all of you can hear. You're sort of in an open field, but you begin to hear the sounds of people coming out of cover and starting to rush towards your position. So they're clearly aiming to come after you. And now you've spotted them. They know that they've been spotted, so they're rushing you. So you each have one action to do. Now there is a forest up ahead. You could take cover in. There's some buildings off to the side. Or you could probably fighting them in an overgrown field is probably not a great idea. And you don't want to, or you could try and just charge them and break through them. You don't know. I'll say there are, there are 4 of them to your 3.
All right. Can I make profession streamer roll?
To do what? To know what?
To pop up on the Ubik network and saying, "Oh, hello, everybody. This is Loot Goblin. And once again, we're having another loot attack by the Parkview Lions. Remember me,
okay.
friend to raccoons? Now the Parkview Lions wants to take the loot that we are here to rightfully retrieve."
Okay, yeah. What's your profession skill?
1. He's not very good streamer.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you use willpower.
If you use willpower, you will succeed, and then you can burn the rev spot and have that desired effect.
Yes, I will do that. Friend to raccoons.
Okay.
How dare they attack?
All right. So it pops up live on Ubik. So that's your action, and it's instantly getting a lot of viewers. So that's your action. Whiskey, what do you want to do?
With the nearby buildings that offer cover, do they offer any flanking views on the enemy?
Yeah, if you can get to them in time, you'd have to run to it. Basically, you're like in the middle of a field and they're like across the street. So you'd have to, so if you make an athletics check, you can get into a good spot with cover. But Luke Album's stopping and messing with his streaming shit. So he's not gonna, he's standing out in the field.
I am gonna proceed to do that.
Okay. How many rations you want to burn?
I'm just gonna use the 1.
All right. And you have athletics too?
Yes.
All right, you make it. 5/4. So you get into cover and just jump through a window. It's been broken through, obviously, and there's very few intact windows anymore. And you get basically, you get an angle on you can see them. There are 3 of them approaching you. One with a spear, one with a silenced handgun. 2 with a silenced handgun. 2 with silenced handguns, 1 with a spear. There's a 4th member of the group, but you don't know where they are. And then let's see here. Gardner, what do you want to do?
Well, since Goblin stopped in the middle, I'm gonna shoot with my handgun into the ones with handgun.
Oh, you're just gonna shoot. All right, cool.
Yes.
How many? And how much ammo are you gonna use? Just 1?
Yes, just 1. I have very few bullets.
All right. And that is gonna be a miss.
God damn it, his gun sucks.
All right, so we're gonna go into combat. As you shoot at them, they are gonna return fire. and they the social angle tried to peer pressure them into not doing it can't really work when you start shooting at them. So I will say everyone will have to make this won't cost anything. This will just be your speed to go before they do. So let's see here. Gardner, what's your is it speed? Yeah, it's speed. Yeah, what's your speed?
2.
2. Okay, you're gonna go before they are. Whiskey, what's your speed?
3.
Okay. You're gonna go before they are, and then Loot Goblin, what's your speed?
1.
Oh,
You're gonna go last.
After them.
Yeah.
Wait,
all
why
right.
did you shoot?
So yeah, exactly. So Gardner, you're up first.
I'm screaming, it was warning shot. Drop this attack.
Okay. If you have Intimidate, you can make it. Do you have Intimidate as a skill?
Nope.
He does not.
Well, you can.
that's
I can roll one die and see if it's a 1. That's the untrained method. You want to do that?
Maybe just
I-
keep shooting. I don't know.
I mean, cannot use willpower on that to succeed.
No.
No.
So,
I'm-
yeah. What
And
do you
I'm
want
gonna
to
try to shoot again.
do? All right. Just spending 1.
Yep.
All right. That hits.
nice.
So, yeah, I will just, we'll roll damage. Let's see here. 5 damage to the leg. Fuck your legs. One of them goes down. And I mean, he will be able to shoot unless,
Someone else finishes him off.
yeah. So, Whiskey.
Yep. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned there was a there was a taker with a silenced pistol. Was that right?
There are 2 of them with silenced pistols, one with a spear. The one with the spear is charging Loot Goblin. You don't know who the other 2 are going to attack.
Okay. Am I able to take a shot at the guy with the spear without having to fire? Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but Whiskey's going to do that. He's just going to pop up out of cover and just incoherently yell something about Rambo.
Amazing. All right. Using the shotgun?
Yes.
All right. That will attract casualties, but that they will not show up until next round. So we'll see where they come from. But let's see here. What is your shooting?
My shooting is 3.
All right, you succeed. You tag him. Let's see where you go. 3 damage ahead. So you graze them. I'm gonna say that guy is deterred because he is getting shot at from the flank.
He can use spray to hit another.
Yeah.
Shotgun, yes, spray.
Oh yeah. It does another location, right?
I think.
Yeah, that's right.
But he has to decide if he wants to use it or not. It costs bullets. It costs charges.
Let's see here. Yeah, let me find this shotgun again. Shotgun. Charge, cumbersome, hungry, loud, mid-range.
I don't know what upgrades he has.
Yeah, do you have any upgrades for the shotgun?
No, it's just
Okay,
straight
then
up.
no. Then
Okay,
sorry.
okay. All right. So, yeah, you shoot the guy. It does not. It just hits him in the head. But the spear guy is going to jump into cover because he doesn't want to be shot at. Weirdly enough. But the 2 firearm shooters are going to shoot at. Actually, one of them is going to point at Loot Goblin and yell at whoever's shooting, "Surrender or shoot your friend!" And then the other guy, the guy that you shot, Gardner, is just going to return fire. So you have a twitch left, so you can dodge.
Yep, I'm gonna drop to the ground.
All right. How many rations do you want to spend for this?
I'm gonna spend 3, so I'm gonna add +2 to total +4.
Yeah. Shot goes wide. The spear guy is in cover, and then loot guy. Sorry.
Did you say that one of them ran away?
The spear guy did.
Okay.
There's 3 of them total attacking you. 1 for each of you, basically. But yeah, what's your self-control? Someone is pointing a gun at you and yelling at you to surrender, or he's going to shoot you. That's
1.
all right. That's bad.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
that is going to be 2 to what is it?
Trauma, I would say.
Yeah,
That's
trauma.
this
Yeah.
happened.
This is kind of
No,
traumatic, being held at
no.
gunpoint. So you can still act because you're not cracking, but it's not great. So what do you? And he is holding his action. So if you do anything other than surrender, he will shoot you. So, but you know that, so you can just immediately spend your twitch to dodge first and then act. So yeah, that's how it'll be going. So, yeah, Loot Goblin, what do you want to do?
I drop to the ground and roll into the grass.
All right, how many rations are you spending for this?
4.
Okay. That will give you.
Not
That'll still.
enough.
Yeah, not enough. So you're going to be hit unless you want to spend will.
I think I need to keep my will, so
Okay.
I'll get it.
9
whoa.
damage to the head.
Or is it? Or is it? The loot goblin.
Oh, right, the helmet, right?
The
Yeah.
loot goblin helmet.
All right. So yeah, burn off charges. However many. It is 1 to
I'll
stun.
do
Yeah.
3 to turn it all. 1 to turn it all to stun, and then that's 9. That's a lot. I'll do 4 more to reduce that to 5 stun.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, actually 3 more to reduce that to 6 stun.
Yeah, you feel like someone punching your head. It feels like your head snaps back a bit. You're like, oh, he was trying to kill me.
But good thing I haven't got a helmet.
Yeah. What do you want to do now? You have your main action, your tactic.
I mean, he shot me. I think I probably should shoot him lots.
Yeah.
So I'll spend 4 charges off my SMG.
Sigh. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that fucking hits.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see the damage. And you can it's 4 damage to his leg. Do you have any bonuses to damage with that SMG?
Automatic, I think.
Machine. Let's see. Machine. I don't have it right in front of me. Let's see. It's page 12 on Webland. Come on. There we go. Automatic. Can spend charges after a hit to increase damage. So how wounded is this guy?
If you do 6 more damage, his leg will. He'll be out. Like if you take out any one of their hit locations, they're done. So.
Oh well, I do happen to have 6 more charges in this SMG, so why not? I empty the clip.
All right.
Loot goblin.
Fuck his leg. Yeah, classic red markets. And
Fuck them legs.
yeah. Sean, this happens in so many red markets games, especially early on when the hit damage rules was a little different. Just legs were just in the first campaign. So many people got their legs shot the heller back. Like it was.
Yeah, it sounds like this guy's just getting Peter Wellered right now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he is.
I mean, I didn't really have time to aim, so I just rolled the stock up under my, armpit and just, and that went to his leg.
All right. So new round. One of them is definitely down. The other 2 have not reacted. You know there's a 4th member. You don't know what they're doing. And yeah. Well, it's Gardner's action first.
I think I'm gonna shoot the guy who shoot at me.
Okay. Let's see here. That will hit regardless. So let's see. What did you hit him last time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. 9 damage to the leg. All right. I'm gonna say that's gonna put the fight out of him too. He's been shot twice now, and his friend just went down, so he collapses. And
how many casualties are coming for us?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's find out. Where is my other D10? See here. Actually, I'll just roll this one. I'll say black is the number and red is the distance. So 2 zombies, 4 things away.
Shambles.
Yeah, shambles. Yeah, that's it. And they're targeting Whiskey first because he's the one who fired the loud gun first. So yeah. Yeah, so that was your action. The spear guy is behind cover, and he switched weapons to a grenade. So he's gonna throw it at Loot Goblin because he's really angry that you shot his friend. So how much you want to spend on this as you know, you see an arm appear. He's basically behind one of those concrete like little parking things.
This sounds like a 5 spend.
Yeah, it's a grenade. It's not good. Yeah, you jive out of the way of the grenade, and that's another separate source of sound. So it's going to be more casualties next round.
We should just run and let them eat them.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it was a new round and I still had a Twitch left.
Yeah. So let's see, one down. Yeah. So yeah, Whiskey. It looks like the other takers are not going to continue the attack. They're in no. Well, there's that guy who threw the grenade behind cover, so you could take a shot at him because he exposed himself to throw the grenade. But there's casualties coming, and more are going to be coming with the grenade. What do you want to do?
And is it visible that he's only thrown a grenade, so he's not armed right now?
You know, he had a spear. And he might have more grenades. You don't know.
So this was the guy, the guy with the spear I shot initially.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he went behind cover, but you know he's not dead. You just wounded. You just hit him in the head lightly. You only did 3 damage, right? You grazed his head, so he decided not to bring a spear to a gunfight. He's bringing grenades to a gunfight. So,
would it be possible for me to try to like charge him and like hit him with the butt of the shotgun?
With an athletics check first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
I have a question. Do you have melee weapons or anything like that?
I've got a knife, but wouldn't I have to spend this turn basically
Skill,
putting the shotgun away?
Do you have a sling for your shotgun? Did you have any upgrades for your shotgun?
No.
Okay, yeah, you would have to spend an action to do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
If you had the tactical sling, you could swap it for free. So, or if you drop your shotgun, you can do that. But you know, you'd have to pick it up later. So, So if you want to spend one ration, at least one ration, do you want to spend any additional rations to charge?
I'll spend 1 ration.
All right. You do not clear it. You were just sort of out in the open. And that's so you don't get within melee range of him. You'll be in melee range. You're near him, but you're not able to attack. So he sees you, you see him, and you see more casualties approaching.
Yeah.
So
but as this is happening, like he's running out into the open and Whiskey's just shouting at him, "Who dares wins?"
Yeah, basically. So I think that's no, we still have Loot Goblin.
What did Gardner do?
Gardner,
I shot the guy.
Yeah, you shot the guy again.
And he like dropped, not dead, but dropped. 9
Yeah,
damage.
yeah, he's running. Yeah, he's limping away.
All right,
Your loot is running.
Yes, the loot is running. Unfortunately, I've spent my last SMG clip, so I'll run over to the other guy and loot him for his gun.
He's not dead, so he would be able to do something. You know, he is.
I have put so many bullets into his leg. He is not up to it. I guarantee.
He's got bigger concerns.
He is going to fight you off in hand and unarmed to try and keep you from looting his
Can
shit.
I use resistance to just pry that gun from his chilling fingers?
They would be unarmed to get it from him. So
yeah,
yeah,
I will have to wait until he bleeds out.
Well, the casualties are going to get to him first before he bleeds out. He is right now. Yeah, he's trying to apply pressure to his leg. But yeah, if you start attacking him, you don't know what he's going to do. So yeah, you
I'm
can't
not attacking him. I'm taking his gun. He's
Yeah,
busy
I mean
applying
that's
pressure to his leg.
yeah. It's in its holster. He holstered it and started grabbing his leg to try and yeah. So yeah, I would say it's unarmed to pull it from the holster.
I do not have that.
Okay,
So,
well, you're
alas,
yeah.
my perfect plan failed me.
Well, you
Actually-
saw that, yeah. So you don't have to commit to that. So yeah,
I mean, what I can do is I can drag him off.
yeah, that would be resistance. All right,
You're coming with me.
all right. How many rations you want to spend on
One.
that?
I don't
All right.
have a lot left.
All right, that
You're not
fails.
coming with me.
Yeah, there's blood, and he's kind of like resisting. He doesn't want to go. Weirdly enough,
He doesn't want to be a human shield.
yeah. So the casualties draw closer, and another group of casualties is coming. And
Oh, boy.
yeah. Let's see. I'll do this for the next roll. There are 9 of them, so there's now
3 away. Now we run.
Yeah.
I think
So
they are coming from the building in which
Yeah.
he's hiding.
yeah, basically. Well, Whiskey jumped out of it. Yeah, but yeah, he did.
He's kind of glad he did that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll cut to everything sort of scattered right now. So we'll do Whiskey first, and then we'll do Luke Goblin, then we'll do Gardner. So Whiskey, you're near this guy. You can see casualties coming out of the house that you were just in, and more coming down the street. Pulling themselves up from the long grass. And what do you want to do? The guy is there. He's looking at you. He has a spear. You're in melee range of him. He's in melee range of you. Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can use this guy as like almost bait for the other casualties if I just shoot him right now and run.
Yeah, he is bleeding in the head. So yeah, he's definitely. I mean, yeah, you can shoot him again. Yeah. So that's you. You don't have an auto, so you just want it done. So all right. Yeah, you hit him.
Yep. I'll
Um,
do it.
Yeah, and right in the body. And he is very mad at you, so he's going to stab you.
I have a question about the shotgun.
try.
Is that kill plus stun or?
Does kill
no.
plus?
It requires slug upgrade to be stunned.
Yeah, you need the slug upgrades. Yeah,
He's just getting peppered with buckshot.
yeah,
Ow!
basically, yeah,
You guys build different.
yeah. How many rushes you want to spend on your dodge check? He's gonna like try and stab you with his spear.
I've only got the 1 ration left, so I think I'm just gonna have to put up with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 killing damage to the body.
Lord.
Unless you have body armor. I don't think you do.
No, I've just got a helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, he could use willpower to change the roll to dodge.
No, he didn't even roll.
Ah,
He did.
he didn't roll. Okay.
Yeah. So that's just 7 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. So mark off 7 killing on the body, and
Yep.
you stagger away, bleeding in the chest now, and the zombies are going to be they
There were some 3 and some 4 away. I think
Yeah.
they're both groups now 3 away,
yeah.
and we'll
I'll
be
just
2
say-
away.
Yeah. So Gardner and Luke Goblin, you can just run. Luke Goblin, you can run if you drop the guy. If you want to drag him away,
I'll make one more attempt.
Okay. How many rations are you going to spend on that?
1.
All right. You do that. He is going to he takes out his pistol. He's going to try and shoot you with it as you're dragging him away.
I feel when somebody is dead, they should be dead.
He's not dead. He's just his leg is fucked up. Like his leg is fucked up. He can't
Are
walk
these
on it.
small timers, Ross?
They are not. Yeah. They have hit locations and everything. So he is still up, but he's going to try and shoot you. So you can do a twitch action to grab the gun out of his hand. So that would be
Wow.
athletics. All right. How many rations do you want to spend on that?
1.
Oh
you
my
wanna
god.
spend
Oh,
will?
I'll spend my final will to flip that.
All right, you grab the gun out of his hand before he can pop off a round in your head.
Thank you. That's what I wanted.
All right, then you can run, disarming the guy before.
I mean, I have him now.
Yeah.
I might as well bring him.
Yeah. Okay.
Need my loot.
Yeah, Gardner, do you want to help Loot Goblin drag the guy away, or do you want to help Whiskey, or do you just want to escape?
I mean, I'm gonna try to shoot the guys that just stabbed the whiskey.
All right, that's a precision roll because they're in melee.
And I mean, I have one last bullet left anyway, so I cannot charge.
All right. That hits.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that drops the guy. He's dead now.
Thank you.
Whiskey,
now,
run!
yeah, Whiskey, you can get away without having to make a roll because they'll go after the body. Now, if you want to loot
Whiskey's
the dead guy, you'll have to fight off 12 zombies.
Yeah, no, Whiskey's gonna run, but he's also just like see that? I almost had him.
All right.
I've seen it. You didn't see this bullet.
Bleeding from his chest.
Yep. The three of you get away. You have a hostage now. One of the Parkview Lions. His leg is bleeding pretty badly.
I mean, I can bandage him up. Like,
okay, yeah. What's your first aid skill?
1.
All right, yeah, you do a good job. You stabilize the shit out of him.
All right, yeah, I only
benefit
spent 1
points.
charge as well, so that's all I'd be willing to spend.
Yeah, just fucking textbook. Do you want to spend any charges to heal Whiskey?
Yes,
yeah.
it's very obvious he needs medical attention now.
All right, how many charges are you spending?
I'll spend
Just
4.
like pale, but he's just giving a thumbs up, shaking.
All right, that makes it. Whiskey, you heal 1. Yeah.
Turn 2 of them to stun, or remove 1.
Yeah, you can turn 2 of them into stun, or you can remove 1 box entirely.
I'll remove 1 because I've got a first aid kit and 1 first aid skill myself, so I may as well try to. Heal myself.
You can actually just spend additional charges. He made the roll, so you could just spend charges from your kit.
You can't spend charges to heal. It's only.
doesn't.
Okay,
It's
that's
natural
right.
black. Yeah, it's natural black.
Yeah. So he made the
you
roll.
could do for each individual roll. So if you actually wanted to fix your arm, you could do that.
Oh yeah, did you get hit in the arm too?
Well, he fell.
I hurt my arm.
Yeah. Do you want to treat your own arm now?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. How many charges do you want to spend on this?
I'll just do the 1 charge.
All right. That fails.
No, okay, never mind.
Yep.
My arm is good. My arm is fine.
Anybody else hurt?
Actually, I did. I'm not. Somehow I managed to get.
I'm also surprisingly fine, I say to the viewers. So anyway, that was the attack by the what was it? The Parkview Lions on the Loot Goblin. Remember, fellow Loot Goblin watchers, don't go after not these nutters.
Yeah, you get 2 bounty and tips for such a great show, for such a great stream. Taker on Taker fight.
Again, Whiskey's in the background, like W in chat.
So
And we'll
It's
strip
fine. It's fine.
We'll strip the Parkview Lion. What sort of stuff does he have on him?
let's see here. You already took his silenced handgun. I will say he has I will say he has 1 refresh of ammo for the pistol and 1 refresh of food. Now, if you take the food, you'll all have to make a detachment self-control check because that will kill him. He will not be able to make it because he has a wounded leg. Yeah, he is. If you unless you take him back personally, if you abandon him without food, you're basically killing him.
I mean, we can give him back to his buddies.
Yeah, he does not have a Ubic device, so you have to contact and negotiate that. Yeah, you can talk to him. He's not happy, but yeah, he does not have much. Yeah.
I mean, get the ammo and let's leave him to his friends.
I'm taking the food, and then we're just telling his buddies whether he is trussed up, and they
Okay.
can decide whether they want to save him or not.
That's still self-control check. It's not going to be as bad if you fail or bad. Yeah, but that's still self-control. Spend a Ubik charge. Yeah.
They tried to go for us, so
I'm gonna leave him some rations.
But yeah, he could be if you, especially if you're tying him up, he could have like a bullet to the head is quicker than starving to death or getting eaten by casualties. So it's a self-control check, but you spend the charge on the Ubik to tell them, and then Gardner, who's taking the refresh of food? You are, Luca.
I think I am because
Okay,
I
all
am so out of everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload the ammo in my handgun.
All right, there you go. All right, so Gardner, this is your self-control check. You're fine. You don't give a shit about this guy. Whiskey, you are not fine. This is not cool. This is one detachment to do this to another human, even one who tried to kill you. And then Loot Goblin, that is also one detachment. So,
Oh well.
Yep.
I'm at
The great thing about Whiskey in this case is he's still just like, it's fine. It's totally fine.
I mean, I'll feel guilty about it. I'll feel
Yeah,
guilty about
exactly.
it
Yeah.
later.
are we the baddies?
Look, I'm a goblin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me? Don't you feel guilty about this? Looting people is what you did.
Yeah, this guy was in high school when the crash happened. He's not knowing anything else, and yeah. So, but yeah, he did try to kill you.
He damaged his helmet.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
picked up his leg. I don't see why I need to feel guilty about this.
It's true, yeah, but you still do. But emotions are weird. But you get to the quarry where the based balls are just killing lots of casualties. They're trying to get the mining equipment that was left behind. They have to kill a lot of casualties to get this big ass shit out of there. But yeah.
Quick question, Ross. How
mhm.
many charges were left in the silenced handgun?
I will say, yeah, let's find out. Let's see here. There were 5 charges left.
All right, then I have that because then
Yep.
I have a gun with actual bullets in it.
All right.
Right.
Island.
So let's see here. So Stray Jesus is there. He's already has a jockstrap and a little plastic baggie for you. And he autographed it. He's very happy that he has his stainless steel Jesus, cross baseball bat.
May it serve you well, sir.
Hell yeah. I mean, Jesus, yeah. Jesus is the ultimate alpha. It's God's alpha. The alpha and the sigma and the Chad. The Holy Trinity. Yeah. And,
I could listen to you all day.
Skippity Riz. So the what's next? You need one more piece to make a profit. There's the katana,
Or
the
Spiked Knuckles.
yeah, the spike knuckles. You don't know where so those are the 2 places where you know where they are. The underground parking garage or the living group and the closure job in a condo.
I mean, shouldn't we go for the katana?
I'm for
Sure,
that.
it affects a bigger price.
I'm not gonna lie, and that's my thing. The parking garage sounds pretty cool.
Let's go to another underground place.
What do you mean lying to your thing? I thought you said you were totally honest. You couldn't tell a lie to save your life.
I will let you think about what exactly is the meaning of that sentence.
Yeah, he does not want to go there.
It's just like this is the whole Sphinx thing,
Okay.
It's like if he was trying reverse psychology on us, this would be incredibly effective, but he isn't.
Exactly.
So yeah, the 3 of you continue on. It's one more leg, one more ration.
Yep. And then I'm spending my new food rations. Thank you. Parkview Lions for this energy bar.
Yeah, and they're definitely not going to go after you again. One, you fucked them up, and two, you called them out on social media. So that was the complication.
What do you mean they wouldn't learn their lesson?
Yeah. But it doesn't take awareness or foresight for any of you to realize what's going on ahead. There's a big mob of zombies between you and the parking garage. And they're milling about, like something must have agitated them, not like recently, like maybe a day or ago or less. And so they're milling around in this suburban neighborhood. And there are a couple. One is to go around, but that's an extra ration. And a skill check to stay on course. Or you could parkour over them, rooftop to rooftop, obviously athletics, or someone can lure them away so you have a clear path. But that's going to be very difficult for one person to do. You don't have a drone or a donkey or anything like that to make noise from a distance. So yeah, we're talking like hundreds of casualties. This is too much to fight. So, right. But yeah, you see them from far away, so you haven't alerted them yet.
What would be the skill check to just walk around?
An extra ration for everybody, obviously, and then probably foresight to plan a good route.
Anybody good at that?
I hit 1 point.
Or you could call a reference, which Ubik and Bounty.
We earned some dosh. I suppose we could do that. All right, yeah, I suggest we just go around. Let's not bother with this lot.
That's the extra ration.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
That's my spend the extra rations anyway.
That's your last ration. Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's been a busy session.
It's been a busy session. You guys have made choices.
You don't have refreshers left.
That raccoon needed chasing down.
He did. He Bandit had an adventure. So the let's see, who's going to make the foresight check?
I'm out of will points.
If Whiskey had foresight, he wouldn't be such a terrible liar.
I mean, I gonna roll it.
All right. What's your foresight? 1?
1, yes.
All right. Oh shit! Wow. Of course.
I mean,
yes.
All right.
Hey, let's go through the sewers under them.
There's an extra. Yeah, you find a route that go. Oh, you find one of the entrances of the parking garage nearby somehow. A little tunnel that leads you straight there. So you bypass the surface. You have a much better access point. So so you're there. You're starting to get real hungry, Whiskey. And basically this means you're gassed anytime once you run out of so you have no ration charges. So basically you can spend up to your, I think, speed. Yep. And then you have to spend a round doing nothing but like breathing, like to recharge your energy.
Right.
So you're not going to be very good at anything athletic.
But you at least have 3 speed, so that's something.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So if you take a lot of breaks now and you have to, you're getting a little lightheaded. You're burning a lot of calories on this job.
I wonder why.
But you come up to this, you open up this, you have this side utility room that's totally clear, and you have a way back up to the surface now, which is a straight shot to your enclave. So you just got to find this, that you have the perfect in and out of this place, of this parking garage. So that's a critical success. But you are underground, and it is pitch black. Of course, shining a light will attract casualties sooner or later. So stealth's not really possible. So basically, you kind of have to find it and get out fast before you stir up too many casualties. So
it's time to look for loot.
Yeah, so you turn on the flashlight. You have the headlamp from Loot Goblin.
And flashlight from whiskey.
Yeah, the flashlight. Yeah. So, all three of you can give me awareness check. So we'll do Gardner first. That fails. This is whiskey. Critical failure. Do you want to spend willpower on this?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, you do not inadvertently alert a big ass mob of casualties.
You know, I'm gonna spend a will point to succeed on my check awareness.
So you want to succeed?
Yeah.
All right, so you succeed regular failure and regular failure. So
Yeah, good thing. Good job, Gardner.
yeah, we're doing well. So Gardner, you find the trail of bodies that the taker group told you the high rollers left. So you start following that, and you're moving. You sort of speed walking to do this, and you come to a pile of corpses. Like they must have made a last stand here. There's a bunch of shell casings. There's signs of a big dramatic last stand. You think there was one of the black math cultists with them, and there's just 30 or 40 bodies in here, and it's somewhere in there, and there's dead takers and there's dead casualties. So this is going to be like you have to succeed at 3 scavenging checks, and every failure risks infection or drawing casualties to you, and I will roll to determine what it is every single failure, and also every turn you spend has a chance of activating a mob. So I'll say it's like a 10% chance, then a 20%, then a 40%, then an 80%, and then 100%. So so everyone gets an action. So you can also guard to try and keep things quiet. Kill casualties before they wake up and alert other casualties, or you can just all scavenge as quickly as possible to get out. So all right, does that all make sense? All right. So whiskey, Luke, we'll start with Luke Gotham, obviously. You're looting, right?
Oh yeah. I'm on 4 feet now, frothing at the mouth, going.
All right. You got big charges left to do.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right, that's 1 check succeeded.
That's
You're
15 over 1.
Yep. So we'll go back to whiskey. Do you want to loot? Do you want to stand guard?
I'm gonna scavenge to help speed things up.
All right.
Hopefully.
What's your scavenge at?
2.
That's 2. You're making a lot of progress. All right, Gardner.
I think I'm gonna help with scavenging too.
All right. All right. Yes. All 3 of you succeed.
We're so lucky.
Yeah. And you find the katana at the bottom of the pile and draw it out. It is
it's through 3 heads. I have never seen something like this before.
Yeah. And with that, you're able to get, and you have the perfect in and out because of that critical success. You don't have to fight your way out. So you were able to get out pretty easily. This is actually surprisingly easy. It's in and out. So you have, let's see here, 3 items now. Do you want to go back, or do you want to try and get those spiked knuckles?
Let's go big.
Now that is going to be a self-control check for whiskey, and he's going to take damage either way because he's out of food. Or you can try and look for food for whiskey.
I mean, I can give him all of my food and be the one to be aghast instead, because the show must go on.
All right, yeah. All right, you get a willpower. Give me a self-control check. What's your self-control? Let's see.
Yes, the show must go on.
Wow. he gets humanity back.
You're fucking fine. This is great. All right, so whiskey, you got 10 rations back.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to business.
So now that first self-control check was just for giving him your rations. Here's the second one. Well, actually, no, you got a critical success, so you're fine with this leg.
I've never had such a successful run.
Yeah. But mark off a ration. Actually, yeah, the on the way to the condo, you can see there is a overturned pickup truck. And it looks recent. Like it's still, you still that smelt burnt rubber and burning flesh. So it overturned. Well, no burning flesh, but burnt rubber. You could tell it skidded on the road and just flipped over. You don't know exactly what happened, but there might be loot in there.
Maybe it was transporting food between enclaves.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am feeling a little bit peckish. Shall we investigate?
Okay. How do you want to do that?
Binoculars.
I'll roll awareness for all three of you. So let's hear Gardner. Is that
Nope.
that? Yep.
No, that's 4 on 4.
Whiskey fails too, and all three of you failed. Cruel. Yeah.
Yes. It's fine. It's safe.
It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, you're trying to loot it, Loot Goblin?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you look under there. The pickup truck. There's a dead guy. Looks like his head was bashed in, so he's not going to become a casualty. And there is a Yeti, like a metal cooler, that's got like extra that very securely locked, and it's upside down, and that's like the only thing in it. There's some weird symbols on it too, though, like carved and like markered symbols. You don't recognize them.
Can I research them with my Ubik?
Sure. What's your research?
1.
No.
Oh.
It's the yellow sign.
Maybe. You don't know what the yellow sign is either. So, but you can pull it out pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's loot.
Let's
Why not?
see. I'm going to carefully pull it out with something long. My metal detector.
Okay. You don't have to make a roll for that. You do. Yeah, I would say that you hook it by the handle and drag it out. So yeah, there's a metal cooler with weird symbols on it. And it is secure. It is secured. It is not like padlock, but like it's like a high end, like again a Yeti type cooler.
Ooh, I know what I can do. I know Plague Goblin.
Yeah.
He's in the recession though. The coward.
Yeah, he lets you. Yeah, you contact him. That's your reference. He's like, oh, hello, Loot Goblin.
Hello, Plague Goblin.
It is good to see you looting out there.
Yes.
Oh, what a
Prime
delight.
looting time. Yeah.
Oh,
what?
yes. That is quite an interesting cooler you have there. That is from those symbols are associated with the Meek cult. The
I
Meek.
should probably.
Yes. I would pay you for you to open it and show me what's inside. But of course, it's probably dangerous and probably aerosolized blight or something nasty. It's probably something they were going to use as a trap or for takers.
Oh well, it can't all be good, Luth. I say as I throw it into the fire.
Okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, it was just the Meek was transporting something to use as a trap, and they fucking crashed their car.
God.
Yep. So you all get to the condo. Let's do the awareness checks. All right. Well, fucking Gardner's really good at it. Let's see here. Whiskey fails, and well, no, you have binoculars. So with the binoculars, Whiskey would succeed too. And then
+3.
Yeah. So you all succeed, and Gardner really fucking succeeds. So the spam raptors are near the penthouse. They're like one floor below the penthouse. But with a critical success, you can see the path that they built. They've gone through one stairwell and secured one stairwell. to go up and down without having to deal with bullshit on the way back. So you could follow in their tracks. And yeah, so they're on Ubic. They're talking to each other. They're pretty professional. So yeah, how do you want to do this?
So what's the plan? What to convince them to give us the spiked knuckles?
I was hoping we could have something to trade them, but I haven't really figured that out yet. We could just give them bounty.
Maybe that's cooler.
Hopefully it'll be worth it. We have a good bit of bounty on us right now. I think, let's see, 2, 4, let's see, that would be 9 bounty on us. So we could just purchase it off them. It'll be worth more, I think, in the recession than...
I mean,
I would say it's only worth 10 bounty to you. So, yeah.
So if any one of us were, really haggling type, maybe we could do that. I'm not really down that road. I just mostly, flip the corpses.
I mean, we don't have firepower to kill them.
No, why would we do that? Gardner, I think you're a bit violent sometimes.
Whiskey is just kind of slowly raising his shotgun and then just slowly putting it back down. Everything is flowing with the conversation.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, you can open up messages with him on Ubic and negotiate. Does Whiskey want to take lead on that since he's such an expert negotiator?
The best negotiator, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I think Whiskey's the only one with persuasion, right?
Yeah, 1 persuasion.
Yeah.
Yes, that's better than everyone else. I have 1 charge left on my Ubic, so that's this is it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Which spam raptor has the spike knuckles? That's one who answers. What's their name? I have a name if you can't think of one.
Yeah, I don't have a name off the top of my head.
Phoenix Smith. They used to be a real life superhero, and now they become his takers. So he's like, "Yo, this is Phoenix Smith, professional taker, taking professionally. That's what I do."
Whiskey just kind of like cracks his knuckles and like looks at the other takers and his crews, just like, watch this. Sup, fam? Here you got some spiked knuckle dusters signed by the one and only Stroud. Let's be straightforward. How much you want for it? This is like his voice has changed for this.
All right. Your persuade is 1.
Yep.
You
I want. Yeah. Do you want to will that? Do you have will left?
Yeah, I do actually.
All right. Yeah, you could succeed. All right. How about 4 bounty?
And that's it's a tough bargain. Like I'm eyeing Goblin and Gardner.
I'm slowly nodding and holding up 4 plastic cards.
I'm doing a thumb up.
Well, I'd be taking take a real hit to my pocket, but okay, we can do that.
All right. Yeah, when you mentioned he's like, wait a minute, you're already here? Oh, okay. I guess I'll come down here. So yeah, he meets them there. You can see he and another taker there, a big Leighton with a giant sledgehammer, is there just to make sure there's no weird funny business. And he's wearing the Leighton has a helmet with a big crosshairs in the middle of it.
The Phoenix.
Yeah,
I've seen you in a previous life.
Yo, it's good to meet fans. Yeah, fans. Yeah. Here you go, buddy.
Here, take this bounty.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna get back up to killing, casualties for money. This is good job on that raccoon. That was very funny. My partner, he really likes the little raccoon videos. He likes Bandit's Little Adventures. It was good.
No, animals love me. And if you need us, we're just gonna be around, being famous.
Cool. I hope that works out.
It is lovely to be known.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Good luck, bro. So yeah, you make 6 bounty on that one, Nat. The other one, the only other things are the boots, but you don't know where they are, where they died.
Yeah.
And you're kind of running out of resources. So yeah, you might want to just head back. So
I mean,
yeah.
I don't really have charges left to do research on my Ubix specs, so
yeah,
alas.
Yep. So yeah, you just gotta head back. So you got 4 items, which is more. You needed 3 just to turn a profit. So you turned a larger profit, an additional 6. That's an additional 2 bounty each, on top of what you needed to make some profit. So you're and you know the way back, and it's clear, so you're fine. And yeah, the Parkview Lions, they you don't. Well, you don't care. I mean, you have to spend time and energy to find out what happens to them. So yeah, you all get back, and you have a little extra bounty. So do you, Gardner? Do you save it for retirement, or are you going to splurge and buy some extra gear or train, or or lose some stress?
I think I'm gonna lose some stress. Like I didn't get any, so nope. Everything for retirement.
All right,
managed to not get stressed, not get hurt. Like what am I doing in this job?
I mean, you almost died a couple times, and yeah, it's some life. It's just a normal job for a day.
I mean, I got all the critical successes. I have no critical failure on this one.
That's fair. Others took up that job. Yeah. Whiskey, what about you? Yeah. You probably might want to use some of your extra money to heal. I think you still have some...
There's that. It's also like Whiskey's gonna have to try to keep up appearances when he has to explain everything to Jesse, especially because he didn't come back with a bouillon. He's gonna use some of the bounty to hopefully upgrade some of his equipment so he can just weave tall tales about like, I didn't get it this time, but you wait till you hear what happened. Wait till you see the other guy.
So do you tell anything that's truthful to your dependent, to Jesse, or are you just making shit up?
Oh, the fact that Whiskey got stabbed is what is definitely getting in there.
Yeah, what stabbed Whiskey? How'd that happen? According to
Well, according to Whiskey, there I was right in the middle of a bank vault which was filled to the brim with gold bars and some silver platters. And there he was surrounded by not only 1, not only 2, but 300 takers.
300 takers? That's a lot of takers.
All of them angry.
I didn't know that many takers operating in this area, in this region. I thought they're like,
they aren't operating
any longer. Neither did I know that they were so sensitive either.
Dang, you're so brave and so tough. They couldn't kill you. I do like weird comment. Animals love me. Visible scratch marks all over face. People were telling me that you rescued a raccoon and it clawed at your face. It was very funny.
Oh, it was a playful little critter. It wasn't aggressive at all. People misunderstand animals. They don't get them like I do.
Oh, okay.
By the way, do you have any iodine?
Yeah, I did pick some up at the market. Somebody found a big pallet of them and brought it in. So yeah.
Much obliged.
That was me.
Yeah, Loot Goblin. What are you doing with your loot?
I'm definitely spending a little bit on, massaging the mind back to its proper streamer face. So probably just spending it on paints with my wife and watching her, do her art thing to remove that little bit of extra trauma that just spending time with her can't remove.
Yep. Yeah. So
and saving for retirement because, I don't want to do this forever.
Yeah, you got to go back East Coast and meet up with Plague Goblin again and all the other goblins.
We need to get not these nutters back together again.
Yep, exactly.
Actually, what I said, I was the only survivor, so I need to start to form a new not these nutters. And Plague Goblin is definitely on the high list there.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's TakerCon. Your loot is taken out, and in a month or two, it'll be on the recession, where it'll be auctioned at high prices, 10 times what you're paid for. Because it's very expensive to get it in there. And none of you know that the Tunnel Snakes custom Basilisk armor had a hidden memory card that the Parkview Lions needed for their job. And the Parkview Lions were being paid not to tell you that there's a memory card in that armor. With some sort of dangerous information. But that's why they were trying to get you. That was the complication. But yeah.
Get good, nerds.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So that's Red Markets, and that's another day or two in the loss. Just another job.
Act like bandits, get treated like bandits.
Yep.
The Bandit Raccoon was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Little Bandit is everyone loves Little Bandit. He's got a little scar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Questions, comments. I hope you all had fun. Sean, this is your first game. Of Red Markets, I think, at least.
Yes, absolutely. I played a lot of D&D and whatnot, so this was kind of a step outside my comfort zone. But I had a great time with it.
Great. We'll talk later about scheduling other games for you. So something at a better date. I do run games, in the evening in American time, so it might be a little better for you. But we'll talk about that. Sean is in Melbourne or is it Sydney?
Melbourne, yeah. It's
nice.
Coming up on 5:30 in the morning here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. You get to go see the sunrise. Yeah.
I've been there, but it's harsh. These 12 p.m. in Central time has been good for me because that's about 6 or 7 p.m. here.
No, nice.
Yeah, you're not on vacation, right? You're just at home, right? In Scribbly, right?
Yep, and on vacation.
Yeah. James, my co-host for Lotto Narrative, is on vacation, so I'm like trying to remember who's where. Any other question or comments about this particular scenario? Trushi or
I mean, it's straightforward fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us invent.
That was the big draw of this scenario. Was like, oh yeah, I want the players to come up with this.
I want to see more of the baseballs.
The baseballs.
Right,
pretty
Jesus.
Good. Yeah, I did write them down. I'm just glad y'all with the high run didn't Taker bathwater. Yes,
I did consider couldn't we include Loot Goblin's helmet? But no, he wants that helmet. He needs that helmet very clearly.
You're definitely, none of you have the reps that the Taker fandom wants. You're too functional as a group. They like the dysfunctional groups.
I kind of thought we were gonna be taking the down Takers memorables. The field group.
I
mean, if only they'd know the true us, right? Yeah. Maybe then.
It's true. Cool. Well, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all for those watching or listening later on. Check out Role Playing Public Radio or RPPR Actual Play on your podcasting app of choice, or go to patreon.com/RPPR to find out how you can play in games like this. And we will talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Always a blast. Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Stop this.